All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to the live stream. Today is 30th of January 2026. We are live and we are crashing. Let's just look at the higher time frame picture. Let me just remove these all things first. All right. So, okay. So I'll look at this one. We just reject from the top here, pushing to the downside. And let's just jump directly from daily to H4. H4 just having a resistance here. And look at this one. This is just rejected twice from this area. Again, this candle just pushing to the upside. Wow, if this candle just going to be close above this current previous actually resistance area. Wow, look at this one, man. We're just having this resistance, and at the same time we're just having this support area. Yes, on a 50-minute time frame, it's a support area. So wow, 200 300 pips, just like normal thing, to be honest. What the hell just going on there? So let's see how this candle just going to be close. But I think the way it just rejected with a long rejection, this is like a very strong rejection area on the left hand side. Market just rejected 3 time or 4 time from this strain area, and just look at this one, just move. Damn, 3000 to 4000 pips. And right now just breaking above this previous 50-minute candle high as well. I actually wanted to take a buy, but it will be more low, man. If I just going to be take a buy here, my stop loss could be 200 pips. 200 pips. Wow. And if I'm just thinking about to place my stop loss somewhere here, it could be 400. What should do? Should I go with 0.01 load? Damn. Do remember it's just like a Friday as well, and we are heading towards end of the month, end of the week as well. So I would be very cautious about today, to be honest. Uh, Let me see on a weekly time frame. Actually, weekly, wow, weekly just rejected with a long rejection, and this candle of weekly is just don't have a upper wick as well. The previous one. So 5,000, I would say, could be a very strong psychological number. I'm just thinking about something that why not to take a buy from somewhere on a 5,000 and another buy from 4950, and then leave it for 1 week. I know, I never knew that. It will easily could even with a zero point 0.1 lot, sorry, 0.1 lot, you could easily blow this $5,000 account easily these days. So this kind of just you retrace more than 50% of the previous candle. The previous candle just close with a small body, and I would say the second last candle is just don't have a bottom wick, don't have a bottom wick, small body. We just saw this structure before. I remember that we have already seen this structure board before. I think so. It could come up and then it will start pushing to the downside again. And if I just wanted to execute here, stop loss just 200 pips. 200 pips stop loss, man. Okay. Walaikum salam. Today market is very volatile, so stay away. All right, you just stay away, sir. Why market reacting like that? 200 pips, 300 pips, SL 150 pips is called volume, bro. Volatility, volume. What about grabbing chunks 10 20 pips? Forget about that one. Assalamu alaikum, yes, bro. Walaikum salam, Usman, bro. Okay, so man, you know what? The way I can see its structure, it could be continuously pushing upside. And I think so. It will be come here like at a psychological number of 5200 somewhere here. Still 200 pips far away from this area. It makes sense to take entry, but getting like a bigger stop loss is there. Just like need to wait for this candle to be closed. Oh man. Yes, I think so. 0.05 could make sense. At least I'm going to be get like a $100 to $150 stop loss. I think so. That makes sense. So this kind of just like breaking above the high, the previous 30-minute time frame, breaking above the previous 30-minute candle high. So it makes sense to take a buy here, but I would like to wait for this 50-minute candle to be closed. So we'll see. We are having this resistance area. भाई आप 5 मिनट का चार्ट देखें क्या 50 मिनट चार्ट goes massive 5 minute will make you aggressive as well. Look at this one. Did you find any entry on a 5 minute time frame? It was just like printing side by side here. There's nothing on a 5 minute time frame, so it can betray you easily. 50 minute might can go give you some kind of clean structure. 30 minute will give you more clean structure. Doesn't matter you get getting like a bigger stop loss, just like load the load says that is the only option you are having with you. The risk management in this scenario is just like a lower the load size. Oh man, look at this one. It just like move 100 pips from here. It's a Friday. Sir, you took any trades after London session? No, I just like didn't took any trade. I recovered my losses by taking four trade, but realized it was emotional trading. Yes, definitely. You might be increased the load size to cover three losses. कैश भाई आपने कल क्यों ट्रेड ली? क्यों जी मैं ट्रेड नहीं ले सकता? मैंने अपने फेज़ 2 में 3.6% डाउन हो गया हूँ। वाह! तो मैं इसका कसूरवार हूँ। किसी कौन कहता है यहाँ पे आके ट्रेडिंग करो? सीखने क्यों नहीं सिर्फ आते? जस्ट लाइक लर्न हियर। Why just like wanted to anticipate with me? Who told you to just like execute when I'm just like gonna execute on a trade? It's me. It's me just like providing education. It's just like educational content. It's not a financial advice to anyone to take a trade for with me actually. When you just like guys continuously making money from the whole month, then where were you? Then I just like didn't getting these kind of messages, and one loss just like blown their mind. Wow, this is the reality of the world. So 50 minutes just like closed now. 30 minutes just like still open. So I'm thinking about to give my trade a chance if this current candle just like creating a wick and break its own high. So there is a probability it could continuously pushing upside. And why I'm just like looking for the buys? The reason is actually I have seen this structure before actually when this candle just like have don't no, do not have like a bottom wick. This candle broke the low but closed with a small body. This candle broke the low, rejected from this area, and now start pushing to the upside. So probability could be it's just like gonna give some chance here as this can just like coming down and going to break above its own high. Now here in the is the situation, but depending on the volume, because we are having this rejection and we are having this rejection as well. So if I'm just like wanted to execute from somewhere here, I would like to see volume to keep pushing it to the upside, because technically It's just like giving up some kind of sign to be continuously pushing upside. So again, it's not a financial advice to take execute. If I'm just like taking making money, just learn from it. If I'm just like losing some money, also just like learn from it. Can we call it a fake out if 30-minute close bullish? I don't think so. I'm just like executing this one. Stop loss might be wild somewhere at 100 and what 200 on a 200 pip stop loss. I use 0.05 load. So let's see. I'm just like gonna hit with this. It's not again not a financial advice to execute this kind of structure. I'm just like depending on the volume. Look at the load size 0.05. With 0.05, I'm gonna lose $113 here, man. Hilarious. It's just hilarious. Look at this one. Gold is really crazy these days. Yeah, actually, you are right. So let's see if it's just like gonna work out or not. Man, wow, 50, 60 pips to it's just like easier. Damn. So just like wanted to execute someone on this trade, just like go with 0.0.01 load, not more than that. Just like 0.01 load. So wow, 20 pips, 40 pips. Wow, look at 50 pips. 50 pips, 40 pips, just like nothing here. Look at this one, man. I don't I you know what I can do, like if this can just like come down and break its own low, I could close my 50% position. Uh, sir, I have shared the chart above and explained my trades for today. Can you give where you just like this one? Okay, let's just like get out from this trade, then we'll look at your chart actually. Just like wait. I just like wanted to see something here. Come on. All right, 70 pips. I am bringing my stop loss at break even. I think so. That will be a better idea right now. 70 pips. Let's see if it could continuously pushing up. So I think so. Here I should need to be close some position at 100 pips. Look at this one, man. 100 pips. Just like nothing. Just like nothing. Wow. So it's like a free trade now. I'm not gonna lose anything if it just like come down and hit my break even. I'm not gonna lose anything. It just like went 70 pips in my favor here, man. So see, I'm just like not securing the position. Why? Because I'm just like adopting the market right now. So if I'm just like getting a bigger stop loss, like a 200 pips stop loss, and securing somehow like 20, 12 pips, 30 pips, it just like didn't make sense. Yeah, just like if it's just like come down, hit my break even, I'll be out. Then I will wait for the 30-minute candle to be closed. I think so. I'm getting out now. Oh, let's get out. So now we'll wait for the 30-minute candle to be closed. So let because if it's just like Canada is just like what, it's just like break above its opening price and it also break above its own high as well. So it should not be have any business to come down actually. I think so. Just like come down to hit my SL and now just like pushing to the upside again 70 pips. Wow, look at this one. But now I will just like gonna wait for the 30-minute candle to be closed. But I'm just like getting feeling it will keep continuously pushing upside. But who knows that? Who knows that? Just like one break even. If there's a volume, it should be continuously pushing upside. Why just like stop there? Okay, so gold is crazy these days. Yeah, sir, I have. Okay, let me see this one. Mr. Baz just like share a chart with us. First mistake you can see can just like close with a very already moved. You should have some kind of a support to be formed. Like let this candle to create some support where you just like created a support, and then with this candle you can execute here and take your profit here. This is the first mistake you have done with this trade. Second trade, you just like execute as an impulse entry. This makes sense. This makes sense that as you just like break below this low, it could continuously pushing downside to fill this wick, but there is a rejection area. I would say it could be risky one. I would never take this one. But if there's like a volume, then it like makes sense to take execution. And I think so. This third trade, it's totally emotional trade. Yes, you are right. Now you are forcing yourself to execute on a trade. You wanted to get your money back and holding your trade, even the candle just like close with a small body. Oh man, that's why it's like very important to stick with 1 to 2 trades, so you will be like standing into your senses actually. It could be like worst one more. It could become like worst for you, to be honest. It could be. Here's mistake. Here you just like manage the risk. Then you just like need to stay away from the chart. You just like took two losses here, and widely I think so. Even with this with this structure, definitely gonna get like 100 pip, 200 pip stop loss. Wow, just like pushing to the upside now. I think so. I should place my stop loss below this area, like 100 pips, and then leave it with 100 pips. Yeah, man, but it is whatever it is. Can we call it a fake out? No, it's just not a fake out. It's simple structures just like going on. Can I just like printing to a downside, losing the volume? Now it's just like pushing upside. So actually I have took 0.01 load, but the stop loss was big. It gave me big loss and I got emotional. All right, so you just like learn something from it. Just like write it down and don't repeat the same mistake actually. That is the only solution for your emotional decisions actually. Sir, can you explain Raja Brothers yesterday trade? What was the confirmation? The confirmation was I was just like looking at that confirmation. I actually, you know what? I also wanted to execute it here. This candle was just like doing consolidation. Then this candle just like don't have upper week. This candle close below the this support area, and this is something which is like going to be test third time. But now it's a NYSC volume time, and candle just like started with no upper wick, broke the low, might be stop loss will be must be above this current candle, and then boom. Wow, but I don't know how he could like hold like that. If I was there, might be if I executed somewhere here, I definitely gonna exit from this area, or at least just like going to be close 90%. He must be having some inner like actually you guys just like need to understand that he's just like in this industry from 10 years. Even I'm in this industry from 5 years. Intuitionally sometime I can read the candles and can judge the market that where it could be moved. So he's just like he's just like there from, I would say, how long he's just like been here, from 10 years. So you will never knew that if you just like continuously going on the right path, and you are just like spending 10 years in this industry with a proper education, with a proper content. You know what, you just like don't even realize what you could be. I can get that those vibe that even I'm just like spend like 5 years in this industry, so I'm just like getting some kind of, I can feel that vibe. Okay, done for the day after securing 1990 pips. Very nice. कोई राजा बैंक के बारे में बताएगा, उसका ट्रेड रियल है या डेमो? यही है आप लोगों का मसला ना, जब कोई ज़्यादा पैसा बनाता है ना, तो ये सोचने के बजाय कि उसने क्या ज़िंदगी में अचीव किया, कैसे वो यहाँ तक पहुँचा, उसके अंदर से ना कीड़े ढूंढना शुरू होते हो कि वो डेमो अकाउंट है, उस पर यकीन ही नहीं आप लोगों को आता। ऐसे ही है ना, रोहित कुमार। You will never believe if someone just like making massive money. You will never think about how you can do that. You will start thinking how he can do that, man. It's definitely a demo account, and just like work on yourself. You just like going to be get like same result after 10 years. So, Salam, bro, walaikum salam, giveaway, no giveaway, walaikum salam, salam alaikum, bhai. I am done for the week and month, very nice. Should, what? Could you explain? Okay, man, again asking me the same question. So, if you just like continuously sending message here, what you will, what you think, Mr. GHBTO1XQ? Just like write down your message, just like for once or twice, not more than that. Was impulse entry valid on 30 minute? Which 30 minute? This one 30 minute? This candle? This just like close with a small body. Break the low. Went in your favor like 200 pips. Did you secure some position there? Because if it just like broke the low, first thing first is just like drop the volume. If it just like drop the volume, then there is no business of this current candle to break the low of the previous candle. If it just like break the low of the previous candle, now you just like need a lot of volume to continuously pushing downside, because you can see how many time market just like rejected from this area. See this one, how many times it just like rejected from this area. So we just like need lot of volume. Even still it just like went 200 pips in your favor, but if you just like start rejecting, then you will be in some kind of trouble. Actually, you just like need to start managing the risk. Good morning, Tro. Welcome, welcome. Emotionally damaged, yes. People asking this question should try to make that much money in demo account. They don't have any mindset to make in demo itself. Yeah. Alhamdulillah, I managed to capture 150 pips in last 3 days. Very nice. If next time 30 high, the high of this candle, will you execute, sir? I mean, break the high. You know what? It makes sense if this candle just like going to be closed. It's just like going to be closed in 2 minutes. This 50-minute candle just like going to be closed with small body. See this one? And if the next candle create a week and break above this high, I knew this there is a resistance like sitting there. It could be risky one. But depending on the volume, I would say if the next candle create a week and break above the small body high, there's a probability it could went like 160 pips, like 5200, some psychological number. Stop loss could be, oh man, still it's just like a bigger stop loss here. I think so. These days, you know what? These days, if I'm just like executing this trade, should place stop loss below this current candle and should take profit somewhere above this candle wick. That will be enough for me. So let's see. This 30 minutes is like about to be closed now. 30 minutes is like about to be closed, and now it's just like going to be closed above the previous candle high, which just like closed with a small body, and 15 just like going to be closed with a small body. So if the candle just like created a week and break above this high, there's a probability I can give my trade a chance. I might gonna get like a 200 pip stop loss. Let's play with the 200 pip versus 200 pips. Let's see if it could create it some kind of a structure there. But if it did not going to be create any kind of structure, then I will just like call it a month. I will call it a week. We'll see it on Monday. As there is so much volume, so in MFU we are told that we can give 6 to 5 minutes just during the news if there's some kind of news going on. It's a simple and a normal market. Understood? Sometimes we just like need to use our common sense. So 30 minutes just like close above the previous candle high, M15 just like now just like coming down. 30 minutes just like give me the confirmation to take a buy. It wanted me to take a buy. You know what, how I can be a part of this trade? So I will wait if this candle just like coming down and break the low of the previous candle low. If it's just like going to break the previous candle low, then there is no business of this current candle to come back and break its own high. If it's just like going to break previous candle low, if it's just like going to break the previous candle low, it should be continuously pushing to the downside. But if it's just like going to break the previous candle low and then it just like come up and going to break its own high. So there is a probability it could continuously pushing upside. See this one? It's just like breaking the low of the previous candle. Almost, yeah, done that. So there's no business of this current candle. There's no business of this current candle to come back and break its own high. Still, I think so. We're just like going to be get like a bigger stop loss. But I think so it will be acceptable if I'm just like going to place it here. Like 130 pips with 0.05 could be 60 $70, like 1.2%, 1.3% of my capital. Yeah, that makes sense. So let's see. It just like broke the low. It just like broke the low. And for sells, I would say this candle should be close below this rejection area. If a candle going to be close below this rejection area, then there's a probability it could continuously pushing to a downside. So just like waiting, I'm just like waiting. So as I'm having a plan that if this candle break the low of previous candle, no business of this current candle to come up and break its own high. If it's just like going to be do something like that, there is a probability it could continuously pushing upside. Don't use higher capital, don't use full margin, don't go with a bigger risk. You can see a little bigger risk. If start going against you, it will easily blow your account. Just like lower the load size, that is the only solution right now. Okay, so 100 pip secure 80%. Wow, very nice. I guess it was very good intuitions and a lot of explanation and experience. Yes भाई, मैं भी इस सेटअप पे ट्रेड करता हूँ, पर कहाँ प्रॉफिट बुक करना ये नहीं आता। तो यार सीखो ना इसको प्रॉपर, जस्ट लाइक नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड, जस्ट टेक प्रॉपर एजुकेशन आई वुड से। Yes, these people just like never believe that in 10 years people can do anything. Yes, they will just like gonna achieve many things there. So I just like can't saw any kind of like execution till right now. Still, my perspective to take a buy to break up of this high. Rather than that, this should be continuously pushing to the downside. And even if I just like wanted to take a sell, there is no confirmation yet for me to take a sell unless if I just like going to be get some candle close below the support area. Unless a candle just like going to be close below the support area, and then with the next candle create a wick and break the low, that makes sense. Friday gonna fry you if you are just like standing in profits. Keep that profit with you, don't ruin it. Man, let me see how much profit I have this month on this small account. This month, can I risk my this month profit on a fly? Let me see this one. So this month I'm standing with the $916. $916. Okay. So can I get like can I risk $500 on this account? It makes sense. You know what? Actually, I just like wanted it this market to be calm down. To be honest, just like wanted this market to be calm down, and then I just like thinking about to take another buys. Wow, 450 pips. Oof. Tapping to the rejection area again. Look at this one, man. Just like need to readjust my zones now. Above this area, I'm just like taking this current zone. I think so that will be enough. Okay, what just like going on behind the scene on fundamentals? Wow, just like continuously pushing to the downside. I can't believe that. So Prince iPhone just like got some, man. Look at this one. This guy just like holding the cells from here. Man, your SL is just like bigger than your execution. It's totally emotional trade, I would say. Look at this one. First is just like against yours, went against you from 66 to 85, like 300 pips, more than 300 pips, I think so. And then you bring your stop loss here. I can assure you will never have a stop loss before. You are not expecting or not like accepting this loss before. Now, as it's just like continuously pushing downside in your favor, now you just like send the screenshot and place your TP here. Wow, congratulations, you are lucky. What the hell is this? Is the highest volume I have seen. Actually, you know what? It's the highest volume I have seen first time in my journey. And even Raja bro just like I just like talking with him last night, and I just like when he just like in a trade, I was just like talking with him that what the hell just like going on. He was just like already in a trade that time. So he told me it's a normal market. He was just like relaxing, and he just like told me it's a normal market. If market just like continuously pushing upside, what we are expecting that it will keep pushing upside should have to be face the crash as well. So it's a part of the game, like it's a normal thing. Just like he was totally like relaxed at that time, and he was just like in a trade, and he just like talking with me very normally. That it's a normal thing. But we were just like discussing that even in a decade we just like didn't see this kind of volume. But it's good that we are start getting the volume. Now there's a higher probability we're gonna make bigger amount if we just like going to be execute with the proper structures. Very high probability. So let me see this one. Wow. From where he just like wow, he just like yeah, this makes sense to hold on with the trade. Look at this one. He just like having a sell from the top, and he just like wanted to hold his trade and just like bring his stop loss at break even. Yeah, person must be making much money right now. Very nice currency. Prince's life. Good, good for you. You know what? Still, I believe that later might be with the NY, it will again start pushing upside. Yes, this is what I'm just like getting feeling to be honest, because I remember that if market just like continuously pushing upside on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, there's a probability on a on like a Thursday it could retrace. It was a formula of Ted, Uncle Ted. Actually, I remember that he was just like telling there is a probability on Friday on a Thursday it could retrace, and with the Friday it will again retest the high. This is something he just like explained, but it was like a old version, I would say. So I don't know. Still, it's just like working in the same way or not, but it is whatever it is. Just like understanding the concept. So market just like continuously rejecting from this area very very strongly. Very strong psychological number, I would say this is. Even last year I was expecting that it will definitely come down to retest this low, but I was just like not expecting that it will happen like in one day. I was expecting might be now as it just like give us a crash and now it just like retrace to the upside and might be it will retest the high again and then it will come down but in the shape of somehow like this and it will take like 2 3 days. But man, look at this one, it just like come down, but it never took like even a half day to continuously pushing to the downside and retest the low again. So if we just like continuously doing start consolidation here, then if we just like give some kind of confirmation candle here, there's a probability it will continuously pushing upside. And the same way, if it start the way just like doing consolidation on lower time frame, if it just like give the confirmation to a downside, we just like going to be watch 5,000. What we are having on the left hand side below this area, yeah, we are having like green traffic here or somewhere could be here 5,000. Wow, man, it's crazy. It's really crazy. Wow, someone just like wanted to use a 5 minute time frame. This was a very beautiful entry in a 5 minute time frame, but look at this one. It never reacted in that way. Now there's a probability it could fail this week. So 5 minute will like bring some kind of chaos in yourself, in your personality, and you will easily get panic. So relax, chill, and wait for your structure to be formed on a 30 minute or 50 minute at least. So can I have already seen this? Okay, very nice, very nice. 600 pips. What's your idea on shutdown on US government? If US government shutdown news I'm going to be get, if I just like got a confirmation news, then gold just like gonna be again in a wild buy bullish positions. Yeah. Yesterday you took 5.8% loss of your cap, right? But our rules say we should only take like 1 to 2% and only 1 to 2 trades a day, right? What is your thoughts on this? Oh man, you're still stuck there. So it was my it was actually, to be honest, it was my decision to take some kind. You know what? What you think? If Raja Bro just like took last day like 2 million or like 1.2 million dollar, just he just like secure last day 1.2 million. Do you think that he just like getting a stop loss of just like 1% or 2%? What do you think? Because that time with the 69 lots, if you just like look at this one, even with this time frame, if he just like executing somewhere here, it it was having like a how much, 1,000 pip, 100 pip stop loss, 100 pip stop loss. How much it could be 100 pip stop loss with the 69 lots? 69,000. See this one. So he was just like having a bigger stop loss as well. And sometime, you know what, with over experience, to be honest, sometime if there's like an opportunity, even I just like go with a 10% risk there. But I just like need to adopt something which just like you going to be get like on a daily basis. So on a daily basis in a normal market, when you just like need to stick with the rules, so that will definitely gonna help you out. You just like need still you just like need to stick with 1 to 2% risk of your capital. Just lower the load size. But if you just when you just like come on over level, then you will understand if you're just like going to be take like 10% risk, definitely you're gonna make 10% on it as it is. So you can see if you just like rewatch my last live stream, market just like went in my favor 70 pips, 80 pips at that time, but I did not secure anything there because I was expecting if I'm just like putting 5 6% on a risk, I also expecting the same amount from it. So just like it's just like come with experience. When I'm just like getting 5% or 10% of my capital, it doesn't going to be any having like a not going to be impact on my psychology because I already accept that what I'm just like going to be lose there. I knew that, and in the same way, there's a probability I can get my opportunity as well easily. If I lose that 6%, I easily recover that percentage easily. And if I'm just like standing at like 18%, 20% profit of my capital, if I'm just like putting 5%, 6% like my profit on stake, it doesn't matter for me. So I think so it makes sense for you now. But stick with two trades, or stick with 1 to 2% risk. It's the priority actually, and you're just like going to be stick with it on a daily basis. But when there's like opportunity like today or last day, so we can go with a higher risk. But I can go with a higher risk. I will never like giving anyone suggestion to go with a higher risk. But I knew that how I'm just like going to be close my position, how much loss I'm going to be take, and how I'm just like gonna react on that loss. I don't know anything about other people how they are just like reacting to their losses. So I'm not responsible for anyone. It was my decision. Okay, I got a 60 pips loss for this week and 55 pips win for the month. I'm being disciplined. Any suggestion? Just like being disciplined. That's it. But 60 pips loss and 55 pips win. It's just like nothing. I think you just like took one trade for the whole week. It is like the doctor says, do not smoke, but he smokes. Yeah, but with experience. We are here to build yourself. Like you are like someone here like a beginner, someone here who just like standing in the intermediate. So we are here to teach you guys how to trade actually. If someone just like already a pro trader, why he would be here? Why he just like need to watch my stream? Why he just like wanted to join some market for the university to learn something? He never just like required that. He was just like already like a profitable trader. So just like believe the process. First thing first, you just like need to stick with the rules. Rules are is something that will just like bring some discipline in yourself. Once you just like get discipline, once you just like get control on your emotions, then it's your responsibility or it's your decision. Whatever you just like want you to take doesn't going to be effect on anyone. Hello, we can't trade today. The market is very volatile, and the spreads are high, right? Yes, just like only option you are having like lower the lot size. Suppose you if you are using 0.05, then now use 0.02 or 0.01. You just like going to be get back into 1 to 2% risk of your capital. I was doing only two trades per day, and sometimes I was ending my day on break even, sometimes on profit. And oh, you just like don't need to write down that you just like grab 55 pips and 60 pips. You just like need to write it down that you just like standing at a break even stage. Rules are to be broken. No, it's not like that. Rules are for everyone. Even I'm just like don't break my rules. But if there's like an opportunity, we are sitting in the money market. If I can see that by putting this $5,000 on stake, I'm gonna make like a $20,000, like a $15,000, like a $10,000. Why not? I just like going to be put on a stake this $5,000. I will easily gonna put it because it's just like not gonna impact on my psychology. If I'm just like gonna lose this one, I will gonna put another amount into it. But my target could be with my experience. It might double it or it might triple it. But with the experience, I'm not going to be execute randomly by try to predicting the market. I need some kind of a strong data with me. If I'm just like gonna execute on some structure, and I'm going to be put some 10%, 5% on risk, like depending on the fundamentals things, depending on the structure, depending on the volume, depending on the structure, like on a technical perspective. So if each and everything is just like align with each other, and I'm just like watching our opportunity there, why not to increase the lot size? That's why we are here. One day everyone just like wanted to increase the lot size. Someone just like wanted to increase the capital, just like wanted to grab some chunks and compound their capital actually into a bigger amount. So if you just like not gonna take advantage of the opportunity and you are already standing in profits, what could I say? I think so you got the point. So YouTube, 10 साल बोलते हुए आसान लगता है, लेकिन 10 साल बहुत ज़्यादा होते हैं। उन्होंने अपनी स्टोरी में ये भी दिखाया लाइव अकाउंट, बट ये फिर भी पूछ रहे हैं, क्या कर सकते हैं इनका। कैन यू एक्सप्लेन द ट्रेड यू टेक, विच वन, द बाय? Yeah, just like close at a break even, because the candle just like close rejected with a long rejection wick and close in a bullish form. So that's why just like give my trade a chance to take a buy here. But just like get out at a break even. Volume just like drop down there, because if there's like a volume and as you just like create a wick and then it's just like break above its own high, then there's no business of the candle to come down and broke below this opening price. If it's just like breaking below the opening price, there's a higher probability it could continuously pushing downside. Just like need to adopt the market conditions. Wow, look at the rejection now. Can you give examples of rules? Which rules? Just like ask me. I think if we are sticking to one trade 1% risk a day, we can get out from break even, I bet, because I've been trying that for almost 6 months now. I think if we are sticking to one trade 1% risk, so if you are standing at the break even, it will be easy for you to get out from the break even. So you know what, just like start grabbing chunks first, like market went in your favor. Like suppose you are having 60 pips 70 pips range with you, and when once market just like went in your favor 25 30 pips, secure 50% 90% position there and bring your stop loss at break even. Just like continuously do this thing for 15 days to 20 days, I would say. So it will, what will happen, like your execution will start becoming like in a perfect way. You will start understanding your execution, to don't have any kind of issues with them. So once you just like build your confidence, then you could start holding your trades. So by grabbing the chunks, and then with that chunks the profit you just like make for a week or for a few days, try to like fight with that profit by increasing a lower size, because you already have a little confidence up at that time. So increase a little load size and play with, like I would say, Wednesday Thursday, when there's like a volume and you just like got a proper structure. So this is how you can get out from the break even stage. Same thing I have been doing that. That's, yeah, you see this one. This is a live example. You can see here. People, he's just like telling that he's just like doing the same thing and getting out. So rules are actually, it's like a 1 to 2 trades or 1 to 2% risk of your capital. Why we just like implement these rules? Because there are few days. Suppose that last day, if there was an opportunity for Raja Bro, if there's an opportunity like for the professional traders, there are many people just like crying right now. They might be blown their account. So suppose that if they're having the rule only with them, like sticking with 1 to 2% risk, and in the first trade they just like lose 2%, 3% there. So they have a risk. They have just like a rule with them. They're just like gonna close the chart. So they just like might be secure their capital, and today they are again on the chart. But who just like don't have a rule last day, and who just like standing it at the beginning stage or standing at the intermediate stage, don't understand how to like adopt the market condition. So definitely last day was his last actually could be his last day on the chart with his capital. So this is why we just like implement this rule, stick with 1 to 2% risk, so you will just like never get into some kind of a panic condition, because next day easily you can recover that 2 3% risk. But if you just like lose your account, if you just like lose 20% 30% on your capital, then definitely there could be some kind of a panic psychologically condition you just like need to face there. So these rules, 1 to 2 trades or 1 to 2% risk of your capital, it's just like build boundary around your psychology. Now I think so it makes sense. Okay, what do you recommend for the beginner on the start? Can he use a demo account or a real account in the beginning? Just like go with a real account, just like $1,000, which is like if you just like lose something, it's not gonna impact on your psychology. But with a real capital, you just like also need to deal with your emotions, so you will understand how your body just like reacted to the real capital. So this 30-minute can is just like about to be closed, and we are entering into opening of London session. It just like created a support. It just like created a resistance. This candle broke the low but did not close below the support area. So with the next candle, if the next candle created a wick and break above this high, depending on the volume, I would say it could continuously pushing upside. But just like need to wait for this candle to be closed is like very important right now. So I will just like going to be give my trade another chance. Might be with the current candle stop loss. We'll see. Can we consider the new, let it close actually. Let it close, then we'll see. I think so. This will be a best idea because taking sell somewhere here, this area you can see if you just like zoom it out. If you zoom it out, you can see how many time market just like reject you from this area. So I will never going to be play with this area. I would like to see a candle should have to be close below this support and below this both rejection week. If a candle broke below this area, then it makes sense to take a sell. Rather than that, I'm just like gonna stay away from this area. So I'm just like not gonna take this support. I will keep it simple and just like gonna take this support for myself. It's mess. You can see it's just like a mess. Yeah, just like waiting 3 minutes left or 2 minutes left for this candle to be closed. Do you two can trade? Yeah, just like took one trade and just like close at a break even. So I just like wanted to see it in a bearish form to be honest. If it just like close in a bearish form and then next candle create a we can break above the high. So yeah, that makes sense. Yes, man. Let's see our impulse entry in trend. Could it be like that? Not gonna take any forceful trade. It's like very important for me to wait for this candle to be close and then we'll see. Uh, so you are still at a break even, Ayan. So before, if you're just like closing 90% position, now start closing 50% position. Expect of closing 90% and then bring your stop loss at break even and leave the rest. And don't leave the rest like it will keep going in your favor. Leave the rest with a realistic position where you just like wanted to place your TP. Like suppose you are having 60 pip range and you just like secure some position at 45 30 pips and rest you just like need to close 45 50 pips. That's it. Yeah, leaving the rest for the complete range. Just like secure some position. Don't always wait for the TP. Sometime what happen market just like come nearby your TP and then start rejecting from that area. At M15 we are consolidating. Yes, on M15 we are consolidating and I think so we just like breaking above this high now. Let's see. Let's see how this 30 minutes just like about to be closed in few seconds. So if this is going to be closed with a small body and next can create a we can break above this high. So there's a probability it could continuously pushing upside. But it's like very important for me to see how this can just like about to be closed. Because small body have no business to break above the previous candle high. I just like need a wick to be created and break above the high. Just like 10 seconds left. Just 10 seconds left. Okay. Wow, open with the gap. Created a wick. It's just like created a wick. Wow, man. So breaking above these all highs, this makes sense. Stop loss will remain 150 pips. So just like lower the load size, whatever suits you. Okay, wow. So buy candle wick up and fill wick to the left side on 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, just like close bullish one now. Let's go impulse entry. Yeah, if it break above this high. But if it just like you retrace more than 50% of this candle, then impulse entry become risky. Will become definitely risky. If I'm gonna impulse and taking impulse entry here, I'm just like gonna place stop loss somewhere here. Not more than that. Very volatile right now. See this one? If someone just like wanted to take a sell, it's just like going against them like 300 pips. If someone just like wanted to take a buy, it start going against them like 150 pips. It's normal. It's normal actually these days. Yeah, I just like need to adopt it. So, bro, I captured 100 pips and used lot size 0.01. Very nice. भाई मैं सोच रहा हूँ 0.109 से ओपन करूँ और मंडे तक होल्ड करूँ. ओके, आपकी मर्जी है. Sir, can you please find out yesterday candles through market edge? What really happened? So yeah, you can see that. We'll see. So market edge AI. Market edge AI just like telling today it's just like a bearish day for the gold and it already standing on a target of 51 5150. Okay. Yeah. So gold crashes last day 5.48% on oil surge, Iran tension actually. Due to Iran tension, it just like went down. I would say it was a profit, like a profit taking. You can see it here. Just like let me see if it's breaking above the high. Don't want to miss the move. So why gold just like push down? You can see if you just like click on this candle, you will just like get a breakdown. Look at this one. Gold rallied over 5% previous day to record okay all-time high tension and dovish Fed tension. Okay, EU designated Iran IRGC as terrorist organization escalating Middle East geopolitical risk factory order. So this is what happened actually. You can see easily. There is like if you just like even bring your you can see they are just like telling that what happened here. Gold crashes 5% on oil surge Iran tension. See this one now they're just like expecting that, but overall still with a swing trade they are expecting that it should continuously pushing upside. How much they are having a target level of 6,000 and they are having a pullback level from 5,000. Wow, man, who knows that? Look at this one. They're already having a pullback level of 52, 55. This is something during with the with by depending on the fundamental actually. So whatever just like going on with the fundamentals at the end is just like need to implement on the technicals. Technical will give you the confirmation what could be happen on the fundamentals actually. So somewhere near I just secure I don't wait till resistance. Okay, damn. Let's go impulse entry. We'll see. Should I enter now? Zoom user? I think so. You just like come out of the market road university. What's your real name? Should I enter? Because our students never ask this kind of question. Should I enter? No, but last week was 50 60 pips SL mostly. It's crazy, yeah. On 0.01 lot, it's $30. Then don't take it. Even if I'm just like using like 0.05 lot, I'm going to be get like 150 dollar dollar SL actually. Almost like $150. So let's see. I can't see like a clean move now right now. It's just like stuck here actually. It's the opening of London. So yeah, just like open with the gap and pushing to the downside. Okay, so Guess you are talking about getting chunks early, but in one trade you can lose all of them. Then what? Then PNL look worst. Lord the Lord size. Why you guys just like getting into panic condition? This is something what happened with the beginner actually or intermediate. They just like get start getting panic. They not and even just like relax and adopt the market. You are getting bigger stop losses. You still wanted to be a part of this like charts, the trading condition right now going on. Who just like tell you just like be a part of this trading? Stay away from it. Let it calm down and then come on the chart. Do this thing. But if you just like really wanted to drop this condition, then definitely you're just like going to be have like bigger stop losses and bigger SL easily. So Lord says if you just like wanted to drop these kind of like conditions actually, I can see people just like wanted to make money actually. Can you ask Raja to give us option of 0.0001? I would suggest like use at least like 0.02. Don't go with 0.01. Even with the 0.0, sorry, 0.01, you cannot like secure some position, cannot manage the risk. So 0.02 makes sense. Okay. भाई एक बंदा है पाकिस्तान, उसने राजा भाई से ट्रेडिंग सीखी है और $93,000 का लॉस हुआ है। वो बाय कर रहा था जब मार्केट नीचे गिर रही थी। तो वो डेफिनेटली फिर राजा भाई का स्टूडेंट नहीं है। शर्जील साहब, आप ये सवाल लाते हैं कहाँ से ढूंढ के? आप क्या पूरी सारा दिन घूमते फिरते रहते हैं? हम में से तो किसी ने बाय नहीं किया हुआ गिरती हुई मार्केट में। बेवकूफ़ी होगा फिर वो कोई, जब एक क्रैश नज़र आ रहा है तो वो बाय करी जा रहा है। इसको कहते हैं ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस। और वो डेफिनेटली राजा का स्टूडेंट नहीं। अ, भाई लोग राजा बैंक की ट्रेड से इन्फ्लुएंस ना हो, वो सारी ट्रेड ऑफलाइन में लेता है, लाइव में उसका खुद लॉस होता है। अच्छा जी, ये रोहित साहब का ना चैनल ज्वाइन कर लें आप, और रोहित साहब से सीखना शुरू कर दें, तो फिर आप सारे प्रॉफिटेबल हो जाएंगे, ठीक है? क्योंकि वो बेचारा एक्सेप्ट ही नहीं कर पा रहा कि कोई $1.2 मिलियन बना सकता है। तो ये आई जस्ट लाइक फील पिटी फॉर यू मिस्टर रोहित। यू cannot even just like looking at yourself and building yourself, you just like thinking about others that they are just like doing some fake things. Oh man, I can see hate inside the people. If someone just like making bunch of money, they're just like throwing hate on them. Just like prove your life. Just like improve your life, buddy. This is something you should do actually. Why you just if you just like feel like it's just like not real, why are you just like looking at that then? Rohit Kumar, this is your third or second dump like you just like message right there. I just like can't gonna afford you anymore. So just like calm down, relax, and work on yourself. Okay, so I mentioned Haseeb Trader laws today. I don't know who's Haseeb actually. There are Raja Bro having thousands of students. Not one, not two, not 100, not 200. He's just like having thousands of students, might be above like a million, I would say. It could be easily. So it doesn't make sense that everyone should have to be like a profitable. They're having their own like a psychology. We are here actually providing you the tool. It's now your perspective how you are using those tools actually. It's a tool you are getting here. Then with your perspective how you are using your tool actually. भाई वो है राज्य का स्टूडेंट। आप तो मुझे क्यों गुस्सा आना यार, मुझे क्यों गुस्सा आना? मुझे अपनी ज़िंदगी ना बेहतर करूँ। मेरे पास इतना टाइम नहीं है कि मैं ये लोगों को देखूँ वो क्या कर रहे हैं कैसे कर रहे हैं। मुझे अपने लिए बेहतर करना है। अपने गोल अचीव करूँ कि लोगों को गोल अचीव करता देखूँ। देयर इज़ नो कंपैरिजन बिटवीन एनीवन, टू बी ऑनेस्ट। देयर इज़ नो कंपटीशन विद एनीवन विद लाइक टू बी ऑनेस्ट। जस्ट लाइक गेट आउट ऑफ दीज थिंग्स। देयर इज़ यू वर्सेस यू ऑलवेज। जस्ट chill, relax. So why I need to worry about anyone, bro? I am a student of you, Alhamdulillah, I am profitable. Look at this one. Now you will say this is fake. I just like paid him to say, to write down this line on my YouTube. You're not gonna even believe on this one. Why did they remove the Dominion Market app from the App Store? It's just like upgraded now. I think so. Just like going to be get something new with the new CRM actually. So might be that. Okay, man. No volume. I can't see volume here. It's Friday now. Just like price action, just like hilarious right now. You know what? I will see on NY today. I'm just like gonna look at NY if I can get a more deeper pull back to the downside nearby 5,000. Who knows that? But look at this area, rejection, rejection, rejection. If a single candle going to be closed below this support area in this kind of market, very high probability we just like gonna test $5,000. Look at how many time it's just like rejecting from this area. How many time? A single bearish candle closed, a single closed bearish candle will push it to the downside easily. Nothing to do. Yeah, man. I'm just like going to be end the stream now soon, like right after 3 4 minutes as well. Nothing on a chart. Why to force myself? I'm 15 definitely ranging. That's what Raja said in podcast. When I am making 10K or 30K, everyone believe when I do something extraordinary, I start getting hit. You know what? Even if I'm just like using this $5,000 account, many people just like believing on me. If I'm start showing them my another account, they will just like start saying that it's a fake thing. Definitely, it's a true reality of the world actually. Who just like having less literacy in them. To be honest, they will never think about that how we can do this thing, how we can achieve these goals, how we can make this much of money. They will start doting on other person, sorry, on other person, and then just like they just like not accepting that someone just like making huge money. Damn. Believe me, I can't explain you my vibes. If I'm just like taking a loss, if I'm just like making some money, it's just like I'm just like feeling emotionless. After getting a loss, I am always just like relaxed. So in my 5 years, it was just like not about only trading. It was actually not about. It's just like a proper process. How I just like get control on my emotions. How I just like need to get control on my psychology. How I just like need to remove bad habits from my life. How I just like need to build patience in myself. How I can adopt the things which is like going on in front of my eyes. So with this perspective, I can't explain you what kind of vibes I am just like having with me. So if I'm just like looking that on Raja bro, he just like making $1.2 million. I just like get excited with that. That someday definitely I'm also gonna do the same thing. Because I'm doing the same, I'm just like copying my mentor. I'm just like copying the same concept what he just like offering everyone like on a live. He just like open to everyone. It's just like an open book. You are the person who should need to read it actually in a perfect way. So I can't explain you that why. I feel excited when I just like think about the future. If I just like gonna still live here in this world, you will just like gonna see me around yourself, and I can guarantee about this one. Even I'm just like spent 5 years in in this industry. He just like spent 10 years in this industry. No one will think about this decade actually. They were just like thinking about right on the moment, and they again start saying that you are a scammer because you are not satisfying them. And don't ever try to satisfy anyone. Let them jealous. Let them burn. All right. So what is this? So uh candle color please. How your chart, middle of the chart, my man. Abina Kanjar? What is this? Abina Kanjar? Abina Kangar. Abhinav Kangar. Sorry for the name. Abhinav Kangar, bro, this is how you can remove your chart. Look at this arrow. Rather, I just like wanted to say here that just like go and watch video on YouTube, but still, okay, this is the chart. This is the place where you can readjust your charts. All right, and this is from where you can watch the color. Take the screenshot. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. Just like watch this live stream again, and you will just like see this one. So, guys, what happened with the London Open these days? Nothing. No, no volume, and we don't know when it will settle down. No one knows that. Just like adopt the conditions. Lord, the Lord says, adopt the condition. Why you just like need it to settle down? Let it be. It like how I just like running. I'm just like I just like these things. I love it. Lord, the Lord says, big money or lose in the same way. Someone asking why your chart is in the middle. Yeah. What should I say, Chris? What I should? I know you also just like face these kind of questions day on a daily basis, but we have to do this. It's our job. Yeah, man. This is why we just like running this business. We knew that there's every kind of psychology which is like need to deal with. Raja called these jealous people as a retard, and he is very true. Yes, they are definitely retard people. Look at this price action start printing like a barcode here. So it's a Friday. Let the Friday go as it is. So I'm just like gonna see you guys on Monday. I think so today Raja bro will just like also get back in Dubai. So from Monday he will just like start doing the stream as well. So I will just like gonna see you guys on Monday. Till that, what I would say, you just like need to use a common sense or use need to use your wisdom. Like relax, chill, lower the load size if you just like wanted to fight with this market, or just like stay like I was away from the chart, let it settle down the dust, because you know what, there's like a lot of fundamental conditions right now going on. Trump is just like fighting with everyone. They just like he just like never like he just like doing something like if you just like going to do deal with China, he just like threatening to Canada, threatening to Europe that if you just like even think about to deal with China, I'm just like gonna implement tariff on yourself. This is something different. Then he's just like talking about we just like going to hit with Iran. This is something different. Then he just like getting into some kind of a panic condition itself. That's why market just like become volatile. So any news, anything could be happen anytime these days. So if you just like not wanted to trade, just relax for few days and let it settle down. Then you can like go with the like with your normal days what you just like facing before. But if you just like wanted to adopt these kind of conditions and you are a pro trader, I would say then lower the lot size and be a part of your structure and believe it. Then don't worry about to taking risk. Just jump into it and kill it. What I'm just like thinking about to do with it, to be honest. So we'll see you guys on Monday. Till that, be safe, be careful. Don't try to force yourself for the execution until you just like get a proper structure, proper volume there. So I would say take care, stay blessed, and bye bye. Oh man.